Ladies and gentlemen, good day to you anywhere you're listening. I am Yemi. This is the market outlook for this week, covering for 21st of July till 25th of July 2025. This is the fundamental outlook starting from the Monday 21st of July. Focusing on high impact news only, and on Monday we clearly have none because we have Japanese yen bank holiday all through the day, and there's no high impact news on any other currency for the day. On Tuesday we have just Great Britain pounds coming up 10:15 a.m. Nigerian time, which is focusing on the Governor Bailey speaking. On Wednesday we have no high impact news in the markets, but it's not definitely not going to be a very slow day at the office. On the Thursday, we have the most of the high impact news coming ranging from the AUD, Euro, Great Britain pounds, US dollar, and that starts from 4 a.m. Nigerian time for the Australian dollar, while the Bullock speaks, and we have the Euro coming up after. We have Great Britain pounds coming up 9:30 a.m. Nigerian time, focusing on the manufacturing PMI. US dollar is coming up later in the afternoon of the day, 1:30 p.m. Nigerian time, which focuses on the unemployment claims. ECB conference, manufacturing PMI also, and retail sales coming up 7 a.m. on Great Britain pounds on the Friday last trading of the week. And that is the highlight on the fundamental perspective of the business. And let's see what we have on the fundamental, on the technical parts of the business. From the monthly time frame perspective, this month has been bullish for DXY for obvious reasons. We've analyzed this in the past, and look at what the price is actually doing right here. We have a full-blown bullish momentum, and today being the half of the month already, we still have a bullish momentum on DXY. Going to the weekly time frame analysis, this was a price level I was anticipating to see reaction for a bullish energy right here. I was saying that weeks ago, and I shared my thought on that. And so far so well, the price went there 3 weeks ago. It put out with a rejection. Previous week was that. Last week I anticipated a buy, and currently what is our expectation for this week? Well, I would be expected more bullish momentum in the market, whereby the price can still buy up to this level before we have another reaction in the market, whether it's going to break above it or it's going to get there and start retracing. But then for now, from where the current market price is, I'll be expecting a buy to this price level, and that is the outlook for me on the DXY weekly time frame perspective. So going to the daily, let's see what we have. The daily time frame perspective, we still have something similar right there, because the daily time frame, the weekly time frame is higher, and it's suggesting more of bullish momentum. So on the daily, I'll be looking for anything really too serious than to look for a more bullish momentum as well on this trade. So which means on DXY, my position and bias will remain bullish on this daily time frame. And that being said, I will go straight to the 4 hour time frame perspective. I'm going to see what the market looks like on the 4 hour, regardless of what the price is looking like. Right now, we are seeing an opportunity for a bullish fair value gap zone below the price level, where we can have an opportunity to see a little sell into this range and price covering up the previous week here, because it wasn't a breakaway gap, and then we can have the ultimate price level going into this range right here. So for me, I will be looking at the market from this perspective for the week, because this is what it's looking like. And when you look at what the market has formed over the time, it has created successfully bullish momentum, which is the characteristics of higher highs and higher lows in the market, and you can see that. So basically, I'll still be expecting more bullish momentum on the DXY based on what's going on right now. All of this momentum you saw here was based on what's happened with the Donald Trump and Jerome Powell, sack or no sack, and all of those things happened and fluctuated the market, manipulated, flushed the prices to both sides, and all of those movements were seen in the market for those days, and it's fine. So let's go straight to the other side of the business. Let's see other currency pairs of choice. Let's see what we've done so far on the weekly time frame perspective of this guy. Let me start with the weekly. I don't have much uh time with it monthly. So ideally, I've been expecting more bullish momentum right here to complete this momentum for bullish ride over time, but that has not happened. Based on what the DSY is saying now, if DSY will be buying, that means we'll have more bearish momentum on this particularly. So this looks bearish, and of course it looks bearish, and already it's already at a price level whereby we're saying this is the weekly demand zone. But then ideally, when you look at all the price has done over, say from this price level to this price level, it's a whole lot. So which means this level may not actually hold the price if the bears are really much in charge right now, and that means that we can be expecting the price to actually come into a price range like this for a demand zone clearly to grab liquidity when it gets there, and then we can be looking forward for more buy in the market. So this means I will be looking for more bearish momentum on the Euro US dollar weekly time frame perspective. On the daily, what exactly will I be looking for? Well, let me look at it on the daily time frame perspective. Right here, I'll be looking at the market from two ways. Either I am expecting the price to still drop further here on the Monday or Tuesday of the week, whereby I can be expecting the price to dump into this price level before further reaction, which is about 200 pips on average, okay, 150 pips on average. If the market gets there, price gets there, I can't be expecting the price to do a movement like this into this range. Then I can expect a pull out before we have more little bullish momentum. Then we have more bearish momentum later on. But I want to keep it simple for now. Let's see what the price will do for the first 2 3 days of the trading, and let's see our bias, how it's been shifted in the market, and we can always look forward to correct that and align ourselves with what the market will likely do next. On the 4 hour time frame perspective, what do we have in the market? Right here we have exactly bearish momentum. They took over, changing the course of the direction. Right here we have the whipsaw effect that happened over the week, and lastly we have a little opportunity to see a buy momentum into an upside direction before we have more bearish energy, which is right here. It's little tiny, but there it is. There, we can't deny the fact that it's there. There is a bearish momentum right there, expecting this level to be taken out. When it does, expect a little bit of retracement, then expect the movement to go bearish till it cleared the previous low right here. So ideally I'll be expecting the price to just do something like this. When it does, I can expect the price to move lower into this price range right here. So basically, this is where I'll be expecting the price to move into in a bearish momentum, and that is on Euro US dollar 4 hour time frame perspective. Let's see if we have anything similar on 1 hour time frame perspective for intraday traders, and basically it's the same. Actually, what I'm having right here is just the same. What I am having here is the same. Peradventure, only if they will wait for the price. I don't trade on one. I don't trade short trade anyways. But only if they will wait for the price to do something like this into this range and continue to sell off. This will now be a complete head and shoulder pattern ahead of time. So that is what I'm having here. And let's see what we have on the Great Britain pounds US dollar. I hope I won't spend much time. Weekly time frame perspective too. On this one particularly, on the daily, on the weekly, ultimate time frame we're looking at here is that we're looking at the price to get here ultimately. But currently, with what the XY is saying, well, we may have another direction to look at the market based on what the market is doing, not what we expect the market to do. All right, and looking at that perspective, we have three bearish momentum on the weekly time frame analysis, meaning for the past 3 weeks it's been bearish, and of course lower lows, lower highs is a characteristic of a bears in the market, and they've took taking over, actually taking over right here. And let's see what we have. If we look at this perspective carefully, we're going to see that the market has actually done something like this. Okay, before I start to alter this, let me share you what looks like on the 4 hour time frame perspective, because in the course of the week we made some fantastic movements here. We made some good move and some good take trades over the week. Right here was where we were anticipating to see a buy from, and the market actually did a buy over 105 pips. Market did an opportunity again. It gave another 100 pips right here, and while the price is coming back to attack that same zone, I'm really uncomfortable with that. That means there is a level below it where the price is likely coming into. So that's what we want to check out on the weekly time frame perspective, and then we move to the next currency pair. On the weekly time frame analysis, yes, this is the weekly zone that also can grab a little bit of attention in the market, whereby we can see the price actually doing something like this in this price range. Can you see that? This one looking bearish. So for me, I'm still going for a bearish momentum on the Great Britain pounds US dollar on this weekly time frame analysis, and going to the daily time frame to break it down further. I will be taking out this one, of course. I'm going to be taking out this. I'm going to be taking out this, so we don't have so many things right there. On the daily time frame perspective, this looks fantastic. Like the rejection was so massive here, and I'll be expecting more bearish momentum for the week on Great Britain pounds US dollar. So what price exactly would that be? Will that go to? I don't know yet. Let's go to the 4 time frame perspective and see. This was the level we put a pending order for a buy limit, and we got two entries for buy, 100 pips, 105, 100 pips. So that gave us about 200 pips on average for last week. But seeing the price coming back to attack that zone, I'm really uncomfortable with that. I have to look at another price level that I can refine that will give me another level for a buy momentum. And where would that be? Based on what we see with definitely going to see that there is a demand zone right here, which the market will likely come into. Most likely, the price will come into this price range just like this and create a shift like this. And then from there, we can have more bearish momentum if the price choose to. But definitely, this is what I'll be expecting in the market, and this is the outlook for the week on Great Britain pounds US dollar. I'll be expecting this to be a buy momentum from this price perspective. All right, from this price perspective, this is the outlook I'm having on Great Britain pounds US dollar. All right, going to the next currency pair. Let's see what we have there. This is AUD US dollar. Last week or previous week, we anticipated a sell. I entered the sell. I told the community that we're selling this, and it's really ranged a lot. It ranged a lot, and then last week it did a fantastic job. It moved well. It gave some beautiful pips right there, but it wasn't enough. It took a little bit back for those that are not taking their profit or trading their stuff, the profit in the market. So far so well, it has done over 100 pips on average. And currently, what was I expecting? Expecting the price to actually get here before I see more sell momentum on the 4-hour time frame perspective. But leaving that aside, let's see what we have on the weekly time frame, and let's go for the week. Ideally, ultimately, I'm expecting more bullish momentum till the price gets here, depending on DXY, and with what DXY is saying, more like we're expecting more bearish energy. But so far, the characteristics of this movement right here means bullish momentum, lower lows, lower highs. The bulls are in charge, and if bulls are in charge, that means we should look forward to more bullish momentum in the market overall, right? And currently the price is forming all of this, so I think I need to take out these guys. I can bring them back on later, but I think I need to take them out so you can see my chart clearly. So all of this demand and supply zone here, the price respected it. The previous low here was broken. The price went back for retracement. I'll be expecting a little bit of bearish energy before the price will continue to buy off. This is the daily time frame. All of these things you're looking at here, it's a balanced price range, and of course, I'm not seeing any clear momentum right there than what I've seen on higher time frame perspective. On the lower time frame perspective, like 4-hour time frame here, compared to the daily, we have a little bit of movement right here, which is also possible to see the price actually moving from here. Sorry, the price actually moving from this price level to this price level to give us that clear shift momentum, and of course it is really possible. So we might actually see the market buying again before we have more bearish momentum. And of course, this is AUD US dollar. It's been ranging a lot for quite some number of times now. So what will it be? Are we expecting more bullish momentum at this price level here? We can go to a lower time frame like 1 hour time frame to further refine our entry on that. Okay, on that note, definitely we have a price level where we're expecting the price to get into in the future before we pull out for a buy. But right now, let's focus on what is ahead of us. This is looking like a potential head and shoulder pattern, and if that should be the case, this is how I project that the market may likely move. Okay, and that is for the week. Whatever is going on fundamentally can actually have a direct effect and impact on this, and of course we're going to realign and look at the market so that we can reposition what we want to do and what we want to get from this market. So ideally, we can still look at how the market will get to this price level, the price level here, right? Okay, so this is the outlook here, but then I think the 4 hours is just fine. I don't have to do a lot. The 4 hours is just fine. All right, so to keep it simple, at the end of the day, if this is going to be a very big bearish move in the market, then we have a price level like this, which was the ultimate level that we're expecting the price to come to. For the current market price today's place, it's about how many pips in total? It's about 115 pips on average, which is reasonable. Yeah, reasonable. Okay, that's that on on AUD USD. Checking out what we have on this particularly, my analysis remains the same. I'll take out this trend line because this has shown clearly that this has been on a bullish ride right here. For last week, I was expecting it to actually come into this price range. So today, my analysis is still the same. Right here, my bias is the same. This is 4-hour time frame perspective on USD CAD. We rather expect this price to break the to break the trend line. When break trend line, then respect entry point like this and buy from there. So ideally, I'm just expecting the price to just do that, to break the trend line and move into this price range. And this is just my outlook on 4-hour time frame perspective of on USD CAD, anyways, on USD CAD. So I can just do something like this. I can wait for the price to actually come down and do that. So without wasting time, I just have to move very quickly. Yes, this is USDJPY. I'm not going to touch this guy for now. It's looking really, really unclear now. But I did be this price. I actually sell into this price range right here. This is where I'll be buying from in the future, right? This is where I will be buying from in the future. So ideally, I can expect the price to still do something like this in the future. If it does, right here, if it comes down directly right there, I would definitely going to be selling. I'm going to be buying. I'm going to be buying when the price gets here. I will be buying. So for me, it's a very good one, a good opportunity for a buy energy. So I'm not going to work myself up on this. I will just wait rather than chasing the price. I'll wait for it to come here. This is on 4 hour time frame too for JPY, USD JPY. Okay. Yes. We have USDCHF. Like last time I checked this guy, I just anticipated it to continue to buy till it gets here. All right, that is it. NZDUSD. This guy left without me. I'm not analyzing it for this week. I'll just leave it to rest. Once the price retests, yes, we can have more bullish momentum or bearish momentum. But with this, that is looking like I don't want to touch it anyways. I really don't want to touch it. But this looks a little bit good, a little bit good for intraday opportunities. Yeah, you can see a sell into this range and a bounce out of that range too. So for me, I think I'm not looking much into this. This level has done its work. This one is done. This one is done. I'm done with this as well. So I can have my clean chart back. All right. So this is it here. So I can just be waiting for this to play out somehow. Yeah, that's just it. NZD US dollar. Okay, I touch it eventually. But then that's nothing much on that. This is Great Pounds, Japanese yen, and over the week I've been talking about this briefly. I just highlight where I'm expecting the price to do around those price levels. The price actually did them, and it was a nice experience. The price delivered well, but for today I'm not touching it. I'm not looking at it. I don't care about what's about to do for the week. Maybe later, but not today. I'm not checking out this guy as well. Okay. Great Pounds, Canadian dollar. Yeah, this is another one that gave us fantastic over 100 pips in the market twice, over 100 at the point and over 105 at the point on Great Pounds, Canadian dollar, and the price is coming back to attack this same zone, and that is where I become uncomfortable with what the price is actually showing me right here. Not comfortable with the market, just the price. I'm not comfortable taking a buy order from here anymore. All right, so that means I'll be looking for another price level where there could be a buy opportunity or it could be a buy momentum in the market. So I mean, you just go to the daily time frame perspective and look at what the price is saying there, and with this, it can just help me to know exactly what I want to do from this trade. Probably this will be taken out with what's going on right here. This is the daily time frame perspective of Great Pounds, Canadian dollar. So if the price is attacking this low right here, that means the price may just be coming to another price level, which is around here. Let me see. Around there, this 100 and 260 pips, 260 pips. Seriously, I'm not seeing this happening yet. I'm not seeing it. So of course, it's very, very possible. So, I may just leave this guy right now. I mean, just leave it. It's not looking clear to me. Yes, it's not really too clear to me. Though on a lower, on this higher time frame perspective of daily time frame that you're looking at, we have an opportunity to see a buy momentum from here. The price has not tested that zone before, and it's one of those good price levels we can always anticipate to see in the market. So, could it be that Great Pounds is just coming into this range to pick a buy momentum right there, or is just another movement in the market that we've not seen yet. All right, so let's just wait. I'm not in hurry. I would just want to see more momentum on this, but frankly speaking, I'm not interested in still taking a buy from here. If the price has gone there like twice specifically to give profit, good profit, now going back there, I'm really not interested anymore. So it's either I'm taking my profit, or if you're in, you take a profit, or if you want to stay fine, fantastic, your stop loss are below this price level. But looks like the price will definitely look for a way to break that structure. And what will likely happen at the opening of the market for the week, we have a little bearish momentum right here. That means the price might just do a little bit of buy into this range and then foster a sell into that particular price level, like you can see, into this price level here. Okay, that is on the 4 time frame perspective on GBP card. So ladies and gentlemen, this is that on GBP card. Nothing really much more. If the say UD, I don't want to touch it. BTC not yet. Good. Okay, let's talk about good, and we'll rest for the week, and we're always on chat. We'll be checking out what the price will likely do next, and we're going to update ourselves with this information. Okay, so with this outlook on weekly time frame perspective, gold is looking bearish. right? The buy is very weak right here. It's really really weak, and for some reasons, I'm feeling gold will definitely look for a bearish momentum before it goes bullish again. All right, and currently how this will happen, I don't know yet, but let's check the lower time frame perspective based on what we are seeing on the charts. One good thing in forex market is we don't want to trade with what we feel. We analyze the market based on what we see. And your clarity is determined by how much you understand how to interpret the market price order flow. Okay, so far so well. This is looking great. I was expecting the price to attack this level, to attack this level, and ultimate high time frame right here. But it seems like the price has just been ranging, finding its balance between this price level for a couple of days. So all through last week, price was just within this confined level on daily time frame perspective on gold. But then that has nothing to do with what it can deliver. It can still deliver fantastic momentum for us at the course in the course of the week, so to say, in the course of the week. And last week we did fantastic well. We made over 2,500 pips on the currency pairs we analyzed. All right, so let's see how good this week we go. Let's see how well fundamentals will impact or leave the trade to run in that direction. Let's just see how everything works together to favor us as traders. That is the most important thing. All right, so this is the daily time frame perspective. I'll be expecting a little bit of momentum on gold to just do this. All right, I'm not expecting much thing here. It's not really looking too clear. All right, we're not having a bullish momentum above or below where the price can just grab liquidity. Right, this is the balanced price range. Okay, so for me, nothing really much on good for now. When the market is open, I'm going to find more insight in what we should be doing. Of course, on higher time frame perspective, completely, we may be looking at a buy, yes, but then with what we have here, what exactly are we expecting to see in the sell direction before the buy will happen? Because ultimately, I've been expecting that gold we do something like this, we do something like this, and that's the outlook. So, peradventure, on the 4 time frame perspective that I'm looking at right here, the price may just do a little bit of buy momentum. I really can't tell, right? I really can't tell what this guy will do and what it will do. So this is almost completed. All right, this is almost completed. Look at this. So far so well. This looks a little bit good, like the price might just sell into this range at the opening of the market before it takes out for a buy. But then, well, it is what it is. I'll wait for the price to actually open. I'm not seeing really much thing here in a specific direction, because clearly the market has maintained higher highs and higher lows right here, which is a bullish energy. All right, higher highs here and higher lows here. So far so well. That's not bad. I'm just expecting more momentum in the market. Let the market open so I can have more insight in what to do in this particular one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Like, subscribe, and share the video. It's going to be a fantastic week. Trade with proper risk management, and I wish you the best. See you again in the middle of the week. Bye for now.